What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work in Richmond, California. I am back. Home city, hometown. You know, last year we covered Soulful Softball Sunday. This year we're back, and looking just by what it looked like around here, man, it's bigger and better than ever. You feel what I'm saying? We're about to get into it, see what's going on out here. Soulful Softball Sunday 2017. Let's go. Let's explore. Let's go have some fun. Go to work.
Yeah. For the grind and the 9 to 5, let's go to work. For the 6 to 10 night class, let's put in work. Getting into the gym to win, let's go to work. For the grind and the 9 to 5, let's put in work. For the grind and the 9 to 5, let's go to work. For the 6 to 10 night class, let's put in work. Getting into the gym to win, let's go to work. For the grind and the 9 to 5, let's go to work. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work.
What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work, and we are at Soulful Softball Sunday in my hometown of Richmond, California. And right now we're with one of the vendors, Shabazz Village. I'm going to let you go ahead and take it from here. Let you know who they are. You know,
from Richmond, though?
Yes,
what part?
Richmond, sir. South side.
I'm from Richmond, too, though, and everything. That's good to hear you and everything. Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm out here representing Shabazz Village. We work with Malcolm X's family, promoting real, true Islam and human rights for everybody, not that foolishness you're seeing on TV. Disco Alamo got me out here. I said, Alamo, let's make it happen. We donated some shoes from Colin Kaepernick to the program, and Jalen Brown from the Boston Celtics donated some backpacks, so we worldwide trying to make things happen out here in Richmond, California today.
Hey, my man, so tell me this. What does this event to you, this is the second or third year in a row that this has happened, so what does this event mean to you, like for the community, since we're both from Richmond? What does this mean, like, and what kind of impact does this have for our community?
Well, I say this, sir. One thing that everybody let us know is that we ain't dead yet. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of OGs and young G's out here, so we all letting everybody know that Richmond can still grow, and it will grow, regardless of what they think and what they want. You know? I mean, think about this, though. A lot of stuff has came through Richmond people don't know about, right? LeBron James played for the Oakland Soldiers, which we started from Richmond, California, right? True. Tupac Shakur made his first album at Starlight Studios right down the street from Richmond, California. All that. So I love Alamo bringing the real Richmond out and everything today and letting them represent it. We touching the world, even though we're in a small place in the Bay.
Yes, sir. And we can't even forget about that no limit stuff either, because
I forgot of Percy Miller right on 23rd. Okay, all right, man. That's just
I know.
You're right. Okay, it's a lot more.
There you go.
You know, it's a lot more.
Final question then. So, with the heritage that we see that you're displaying here, with what we're seeing right here, with these events that's going on, what is the outlook? Because we know what the history is. We don't have, we know that the past is the past. Right. We know what's going on out here. What's the outlook for the future? What's the point of doing this event? What are we expecting and hoping for our people in the future?
I would say hopefully the young generation and the old generation reconnect. Yeah. Because a lot of times young generation ain't listen to the old generation. Right. Get the wisdom from the old, give it to the new, and let's go forward.
Bridging the gap, y'all. Shabazz Village. We're here at Soulful Softball Sunday. Eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Go to work.
Thanks, man.
What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work, and we are here still at Soulful Softball Sunday, and we got a whole plethora of great ladies and gentlemen right here representing the city of Richmond. I'm going to let you guys take the mic, introduce yourselves, and we'll go from there.
Hi, I'm Isabel Kursky with Contra Costa County Alcohol and Other Drug Services.
Don Gieske with More Than a Game. Really pleasure to be out here with Alamo and Soulful Sunday. It's an awesome humbling experience to be part of this. It's awesome. Thank you.
I'm John Joy. I'm proud to represent Richmond on the Contra Costa Board of Supervisors, and this is another way that our community comes together to really help each other and show this is about health, this is about power, and this is about a coalition together. So this is great.
J.L. Myrick, Richmond City Council member. I'll ditto what everybody else said. It's always a great time to be here at Soulful Softball Sunday.
Pam Bilbo, Men and Women of Valor, CEO. This is great for the community. We all are here together for unity and to enjoy ourselves.
And I know you, but just go ahead, my brother, and introduce yourself. Go ahead. I know you.
Yes, my name is Antoine Claude. Me and Rodney Oliver Brown is the organizers of Soulful Softball Sunday, uniting our community and our county to a picture of what it takes to heal a community. We have alcohol and other drugs. We have our county board of supervisors. We have our city councilmen. We have our outside partners more than the game that's coming here. See, the trick is to have people to come to your community, to invest in the community. We even have our council, Mark DeSaulnier representative out here. I can't forget him, my friend, because if I didn't do that, he beat my head up when he see me, so I'm gonna make sure I stay in line. But you know, it takes a village to heal our community. You know, we know our crime and drug addiction in our community is very high, right? But when you partner right and bring out your community and empower them with information, and when they ain't got to come to it, you come to them, then you're making a statement. Soulful Softball Sunday been doing this for 3 years, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All you got to do is just turn around and just look. All these people coming out, and they're coming out from different regions of our community because they were born here in Richmond, and they outsourced and left, but they're coming back because this is what Richmond was about. This baseball field gave us our value and our history and our health. That's what we did. You know, hey, some of the best baseball players came out of Richmond. So we're going to bring that back with the help of more than the game and our city officials, because teamwork make the dream work. So when we stop set tripping and stop making Richmond separate, because we are one Richmond, we ain't north, south, east, and west. We are Richmond, California. All you have to do is look at your driver's license, and it says Richmond, California. And that's how we're going to heal our community. Tear down the walls and build up our community back with a healthy and viable community.
Brother Clore said a lot. And you know what? I want to add one thing to it, especially as a Richmond local, and I feel like a young influencer in the community for the millennials and those coming after us. I really feel like it's important for events like this to bridge the gap between us, you know what I mean, the millennials and those after us and those that came before us, because we have to listen to each other. We have to work together, as these young men and women have already said. We have to work together. There's no Richmond without all of us. So on behalf of me and my folks, I would love to thank you guys for even appearing on camera for us. The city of Richmond, more than a game, thank you very much. Brother Clore, thank you. And thank you.
It's always a pleasure, man.
For just making it happen, though. I know, because this means so much to the city. It's the third time, and it's grown so much exponentially. So I just wanted to commend everybody for coming, and thank you guys for watching. You know, we're not even done yet. Just keep continuing to watch. Go to work. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work, and we are here at Soulful Softball Sunday. And this is an old friend of mine. I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself, let her crew introduce themselves, and then we're going to get into what they do.
Hello there. Well, my name is Ebony. I am the outreach coordinator here at Rich City Rides. This is our mascot, Lyric, of course.
My man.
I'm Tay. I'm the program coordinator for Rich City Rides, also the service manager at the shop.
My name is Najari Smith. I'm the founding director of Rich City Rides, also one of the co-owners, the general manager of the Rich City Rides Bike Skate Co-op Shop.
All right. So, you just said it for me, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyway. For the people who don't know, what exactly is Rich City Rides? What does it represent? What's it about?
That's a question for you.
Oh man, we could all catch the question. For me, Rich City Rides is about uniting people. We use bikes as like a Trojan horse to gather people together, to get more familiar with each other and the town.
Okay. What about you? What's it you?
Rich City Rides, the bike shop. Is most of the time in Richmond, our main transportation is bicycles or on foot. We don't have too many cars out here, so we want to connect with the people, and that's the best way to do it, with the bikes.
So being here at Soulful Softball Sunday, this is an event that's been, I think, running for 3 years now, right? Soulful Softball Sunday, right? So it's been here for 3 years. What does this kind of event mean to you guys? Like, what do you think it means to the community?
Oh, me personally, man, I just love seeing all these beautiful black people out here together, uniting, and just look around. Everybody's one big old family. So that's what I'm loving about the whole vibe of this event and us figuring out how we can continue to work together, different organizations and different groups, how we can continue to work together and build.
Yeah, what about you?
This is one of the things that we try to do is bring everybody together. So why not contribute and help with these type of things that's going on? Because this is what we want. We want people to come out for other reasons besides, negative reasons,
Oh, this is the event that Richmond needs. Look at all these, it's intergenerational. We got the little folks to the big folks to the old folks from the young folks, it's everybody's here. So I appreciate this. This is exactly what Richmond needs. Another event that we can unify and vibe at the same time too.
All right, guys. So where exactly is the shop? Where are you guys located? Where can we find you? Just tell us everything that we need to know about Rich City Rides.
Boom. We are located on 15th and McDonald. We're directly across the street from Richmond BART. So even if you're not in Richmond, you want to come check us out, hop on the BART, hop off, boom, right across the street. All right? Can't miss us.
And why exactly do you guys feel like, because anybody with a business, right? I've learned this because I have my own business. Anybody with a business, they have like a mission statement and a reason why people need to exactly come to specifically their spot. Why do people need to come to Rich City Rides?
For the love, peace, and pedals.
My man.
Because we're a people of color owned business. Everybody at Rich City Rides lives here in Richmond. It's 2 black men, one Latino, all living here. This is about supporting local businesses. One of the missions of Rich City Rides is to create more businesses so that we can create more opportunities. They say that, it's not about checking out the grass on the other side. It's about watering your own lawn. So we're here for Richmond, and we're happy that Richmond is here for us.
Website, Instagram, all that?
RichCityRides.org. Facebook, you can like us at Rich City Rides. Our Twitter is at Rich_Rides, and our Instagram is Rich City Rides.
There you go.
Too.
Oh yeah, Snapchat. I don't know the Snap. Oh, the Snapchat is Rich City Rides. So that's RichCityRides. Check us out.
Check them out. You already know anything that goes on in Richmond. We from Richmond. Y'all better come and support these folks, man. They good folks. I know them personally, and they worth your time and your dough. All right. Support Richmond. Support the new generation. And as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Go to work. Yeah. Amen. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Asking, Father, that you would protect everyone's life, that no one meets ill will from this time till next year. I'm asking for the love in our community of Richmond, California to grow beyond belief and allow it to start on this field today.
Yes.
Father, I'm asking also that you would bless those who will be playing today. We're not all as young as we used to be, so touch the ligaments and the muscles and the bones, and Father, just bless us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work, and we are here at Soulful Softball Sunday. I got 2 of my fellow Richmond natives here. I'm going to let them go ahead and introduce themselves to y'all so y'all get familiar. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm E, man. Make waves, not excuses.
Make waves, not excuses.
Man, it's your boy Ricky Antonio, man. You feel me?
All right, man. So I already know about you. Tell the people what you do, why they need to even check you out, bro.
Man, appreciate it, Brody. And it's really more what we do, because we a wave, you feel me? So we do comedy videos, man. We really producers and rappers. We produce. We do hella stuff, man. We motivate the kids. We show love to the community. So we just out here trying to inspire this new wave of young black entrepreneurs, of just young people taking back their independence, you feel me, from the man, and really building their own network, you feel me? So that's what we on. That's the way.
So, I really support that, bro, because I really feel like we all represent like that new wave of talent that's coming out the Rich and out the Bay in general. So, being here in the Rich, we from here, we know the stigma, we know what go down out here. What do events like this mean to the community, and what do it, bring to the community? What do it help? What do it do for us?
Yeah, it's good for the community, you know. It brings everybody out, brings all the kids together, you know what I mean? And it shows, you know, you can give back and show that, you know, our folks can come together and do things as one, man.
Yeah. What you think about that?
Man, I agree with that, bro. Like, if you look, you see people from all sides of the rich here. I'm born and raised in the rich, and we know about the beefs between the different sets, you feel me? So to have everybody here, all the OGs, my pops here, my mama on the way, like, this hella special, you feel me? Like, because we don't get together like this unless it's a funeral or something. Right. So for us to be here celebrating our city and doing something positive, you couldn't get nothing better than this, man. That's a wave, baby. We out here making waves, not excuses right now,
Not
baby.
excuses. How long y'all been on the grind for? How long y'all been doing what y'all been doing for?
Man, we 15 years in the game, Brody, you feel me? And now we got this new wave. We've been going hard, man. This year been crazy year. Yeah. We got videos at 1 million right now. We got we've been networking, bro. It's been lovely. The fans are building. At I Am Ricky Antonio, at Make Waves, Not Excuses, man. It's a real wave, Brody. And I appreciate you guys for giving us the time to speak, man.
Oh, you know what? That's what I was just about to talk about too. With what's going on in Richmond, like I said, it's a whole renaissance, a new wave, like you would say, man. So it's a must, right? And I think you would agree it's a must that we kind of work together, because I know it's been a stigma, like you said, with the beefs and the past and all that stuff. It's been tough. So do you feel like events like this, what you guys are doing, what we doing, do you feel like this is gonna like open up a different future for us?
I definitely feel that, man. I feel like we in that era. We in that era of like a lot of things are turning over. Even the diet amongst black people and amongst the hood. You feel me? That's people are starting to be woke to a lot of different things that they weren't woke to necessarily, especially in the rich. I was in the barbershop yesterday getting cut at D-Boy. Shout out D-Boy's barbershop, man. Yeah. That's the family.
D-Boy, shout out.
You feel me? I was just sitting there, man. We was having a whole conversation about veganism. Yeah. Like, in what barbershop in the hood do you talk about veganism? So we in that era where things are turning back. Like we said, young black entrepreneurs taking their ownership back. Sure. And that's what we doing. That's what we represent. We just want to inspire everybody, man, to ride that wave of independence and taking your life back.
1 million views on your videos, bro. You killing right now, huh?
Thank you, man.
Overtime.
It's the people, bro. The people rocking with it, bro. And we nothing without the people. Right. And so we appreciate the love.
It's more so about bringing the positive energy, right?
Yeah, man. It's a lot going on. We got Trump as the president. Neo-Nazis coming out here for a rally. Right. We gotta laugh. Right. My boy told me that's the best medicine. Yeah. So we out here spreading laughs, and we got talent, man. We just trying to showcase it, man. So hell yeah.
You know what? That's what I'm talking about, bro. We repping the new wave of talent in Richmond, California, and in the Bay in general. Because I honestly feel, bro, with the amount of talent we got in the Rich, we gonna take the Bay anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So one more time, brother, tell them where they can find you. I'm gonna start with you first.
Yeah. Okay, Mind Strong Ego, you know what I mean, on Instagram, and we got the Make Waves, Not Excuses, IG, you know what I mean, that's mine.
My man, tell them.
Hell yeah. Like he said, the Make Waves, Not Excuses IG is where you can find the gear, the latest stuff behind the scenes. Mine is at I Am Ricky Antonio, man. And if you don't know, I'm Fake Girl, man. I hope you know it now. You hear me? Ooh.
I ain't even playing with you, man. We out here in the Rich Soulful Softball Sunday. I got my bros with me. Rich City representing. We killing. You know what to do.
Make Waves, Not Excuses.
And remember, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Go to work. You know it. You know it. Come on, bro. Come on. What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work, and I'm here at Soulful Softball Sunday. Once again, we have another lovely native of Richmond. I'm going to let you go ahead and take the mic and tell them who you are.
Hey Richmond, I'm Michelle Milam. I'm with the Richmond Police Department. I'm with the Crime Prevention Unit. So we work with the community and help bridge the gap between the community and police. We're out here in beautiful Richmond, California for Soulful Softball Sunday.
Nice. So what does this event personally, as a Richmond native, what does this mean to you? Because it's been 3 years since this started, right? And it's grown bigger every year. I would hope that it would have an impact on our community. So what do you see? What does this event mean to you personally?
Most definitely. The word I think of is family reunion. Right. Coming from Richmond, it's a small town feel. Everybody knows each other. So this is a time for us to really come back together and remember our roots, that we're all connected together.
Right. I understand it, and so I also feel like events like this do a good job of bridging the gap, not even just generational wise, but especially with the times that we're in. Like, I feel like this really bridges the gap between like the people and the people at the police department. What does this mean, this kind of event mean for like the police department in general and connecting to the people?
Well, we have some of our officers out here. We have our chief out here. He's going to actually throw the first pitch today. And so what it really means is kind of coming back to what that real community policing means. It means that we see each other as human beings, and we get to really kind of take a look at each other and work together to solve the problems. Instead of dealing with all the terrible things that we see, we need to create intentional positive spaces to really work together to make Richmond a great place.
Last question. I love that. Last question. What do you see and hope for, like, the future of our city? Because we know about the past, we know about the stigma, but what do things like this do to kind of like, you know, change the outlook for us? What are your hopes for the future of the city?
Well, I would say just don't believe the hype. A lot of people have negative things to say about Richmond, but growing up in Richmond and, you know, being a Richmond girl, there are so many positive things that I see my peers, other people doing. I think we just need to bring more attention to all the positive that's going on instead of just focusing on the negative, and work together so we can resolve some of those problems.
I agree. There you hear it first. We're all out here. We're all family. This is one big family reunion. Soulful Softball Sunday. Go to work, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Yep. People, this is Evan L.G. Francis, aka Mr. Go to Work, and I am here Soulful Softball Sunday with two representatives from Support for Recovery. I'll let you go ahead and do the rest. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Kristen Lobos, and I'm on the advisory council of a nonprofit here in Contra Costa County.
Okay. And you, my man?
I am the advisory council chair for Support for Recovery.
Okay.
It's a small organization, nonprofit, grassroots organization that helps the needs and wants of people in recovery.
Okay, thank you very much. See, that's what I was just about to ask, and you covered me right there. So how long have you guys been at? How long has this been going on, like with you guys in general, for Support for Recovery?
I think the organization's existed about 10 years. Is that right? I've been on the advisory council, I think maybe like 2.5 years. Okay. I got involved because I have a daughter who's almost 22 who's been in recovery 5 years now. So as an adolescent, she was in and out of some different programs, and I just learned how to sort of navigate the system as a mother with that situation. And from what I learned there, I really wanted to help other families.
And that's really what it's about most of the time, is really helping people, right?
Advocating against the stigma of addiction and having a presence in the community, because I know many people now personally in recovery who used to be in active addiction, and people get well and healthy, and I like to have a message out in the community that you can get well and healthy.
Yeah. And they're
get the support and the need and the help that you.
And that's kind of the problem, right? Is that we don't have enough messages of positivity. Of support, you know. So
that support is not out there. That's where we come in, and it's a fight every day.
Right.
You know, you go to work and go to bat for people that need it. You know, and that's what we're here for. It's for the recovering addict and the addict in our community that needs help and can't find the services to do it. So it's real important to us.
I would understand that, like, if there was, because we have a lot of people that watch the show. Now, if there's anybody out there who has any kind of addiction or anything like that, you need to get, like, help, seriously. But what would you say to the person that is watching the show that might have a problem or an addiction? What would be that one thing that you would be able to tell them to kind of, to let them know that, you know, they're able to overcome what they're going through?
I think it's important to just like speak your truth, you know, and without shame. And I like to tell, families that many of us are struggling with this as families, and we're worthy of help. And even though it's tricky to navigate the system, there is residential rehab, there is support. Each county has, on their website, a list of resources, and I would start there. What else would you?
What would you say?
I would say recovery matters. I would say that your life is important no matter how low you think you are.
Right.
I'm an addict in recovery with almost 10 years, and it took a lot for me to get there. I can say now that my life is the most important thing to me in the world, and being able to give back to people like me is the most important thing in my world right now. There's help, and you can do it, and you're not alone.
Where can the people find you guys, Support for Recovery? Where can we find you?
On our website, supportforrecovery.org. It's the number 4, Support for Recovery.
And I understand you guys have a bike ride coming up, right?
We do.
Yes, we do. It's on the 2nd of September. It's a 62-mile ride. It's not a fun ride. It's for the avid bicyclist.
Okay.
It's going to start at the Sports Basement in Walnut Creek.
Okay.
It's going to take you 62 miles up down Release Valley Road, up through Orinda and back that way.
Oh, it's serious.
It's a serious ride. It's no joke.
Wait, don't come.
Don't come with your training wheels on.
We might actually come because I actually
You really should.
We might actually come out there.
It's a good time. It's a real good time.
Well then, if you're a cyclist, you need to be out there. A serious cyclist. Like you said, don't come with them training wheels on. Support for Recovery. People, once again, if you have a problem, an addiction, anything like that, get help. Support is here. Check these guys out. We'll be working with them again, I'm sure, for sure, because this is such an important issue for me too. So, you guys, take care of yourselves. And as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy, go to work. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The Sons of Issachar and the community of Richmond came together and we came up with $500 for this young man in the scholarship to go on to Hastings, Nebraska. Y'all give it up for the young man. He had his first collegiate football game in Jamestown, Iowa yesterday. They won 31-3, so y'all clap it up for the brother. So there's a young brother by the name of Najee Harris. He was a number one football player in the country from right here in Richmond, California. He's at the University of Alabama right now as we speak. Give it up, man. Nah, give it up, man. Listen, we've been in the sunken place way too long. It's time to come out, y'all. We kings and queens and more than conquerors. I don't care what they say about us, that ain't us. So we turn it over and don't leave. Appreciate you, good brother.
What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work. And man, I was just saying a minute ago, this is a piece of Richmond history, bro. I feel like I almost got to get on my knees and bow and hand the microphone down. And these dudes they don't even need no introduction from me, but I'm going to just let them go ahead and take the mic like they do anyway. You feel what I'm saying? And tell the people who you are and what you do.
All right. I just want to say what's happening to the hometown Richmond. You know, we grew up right here in this same park. I feel like I'm about 9, 10 years old seeing everybody at the baseball. But I say hello, man. Pee Wee, Digital Underground, Tupac, Underground Railroad, Too Short, Dangerous Crew. Oh, what's happening? My cousin JB, so I'm going to let him holler.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
What's up, party people?
Party people?
Yeah, I'm a man representing the Rich Town, you know what I'm saying, Richmond, California. DJ producer, Jay-Z, a.k.a. DJ Mumbles, you know, music producer, DJ, all that good stuff. Did work with Dr. Dre, Snoop, the Wash soundtrack with Exhibit, Xavier, the Hobo Junction, of course, Digital Underground, Tupac, of course. Man, KRS One. Oh yeah. Hey. Man, you know, Richmond got something, man. So don't forget that. And also, right now you can check out. I just did a joint with E40 and G-Eazy, and straight to the point. Man, so that's the recent work I did. You know, this is my cousin Pee Wee, of course. we're a team. We always, man, trying to make it happen, man, and always representing Richmond. And you know, positive moves, you know, so.
It's all about it.
It's all about that, man, that love, man. We appreciate y'all from showing love, you know.
It's all about Richmond,
you know?
that's why I said.
Yeah. So, man, hey, thank y'all, man, and hip-hop don't stop. And shout-outs to Hashim, man. You know, hey, that's a solid man right there. Yeah. So, yeah, shout-outs to him. Yeah, so I'm going to give you the mic.
Go ahead. Nah. So, man, Pee-wee. This, first and foremost, Digital Underground, Pac. I'm a huge Bay Area music fan. I'm from here, all right. So, and Pac probably my favorite rapper of all time. Now, this is a Richmond fun fact. I heard Pac cut tracks out here. Like,
yeah, he cut tracks right in my bedroom, right there on 12th and Ohio. We did Trapped. I don't give a you know what. Something Wicked at his house. I mean, it's yeah, man, straight up.
No
in
game.
The house.
He said, in
my
the
mama
house.
Cooking, you know, my sister playing.
Right.
Yeah.
So it, like that's why I kind of wanted to get to the point to, man. Like anything that starts like and becomes something starts from nothing, right? So
That's right.
especially when I feel like this show and events like this, the show we try to bridge the gap between who's come before and who's coming next. So from people who've been here and that's been in the game. What is your advice to these young cats trying to come up, especially in Richmond, man? Because we know the stigma, we know what it is. We from here. So what advice do we get to these young folks coming up that want to do something? And we need advice from folks like you. So.
I got the perfect advice, man. And we are living proof, man. Me and this man started when we was little kids, man. I mean, drawing stages and drawing drum sets and dudes with guitars and speakers and all that before we could even play, you know, when we was, I mean, like real small, Frontier Village little, you know, and music was something, matter of fact, before hip hop even came out, you know, and music is something that we was always into. So it was no breaking into the game for us or nothing like that. You know, our parents, our family, you know, everybody played something, grew up in church, grew up, you know, playing at school and the battle of the bands and all that. But it's something that, you know, we was always just into. So it's just a matter, man, of doing what you like, stick with it, grow with it. Like I say, like he said, you know, something from nothing. From drawing stuff to actually getting the plaques, you know, and being able to travel off of stories we made up and yeah, something out of nothing, man. Do what you like and stick with it and you gonna ride. That's for sure.
No lie, what you got to say? What's your piece of advice?
Ooh, man, he said enough.
He said enough? All right, so check this because that was real knowledge there, right?
Man.
So, Soulful Softball Sunday, we all here. We right here by this Shabazz Village, nice booth right there, you know, show them love. But what do you feel like, because again, we're from here, we know the stigma. What do you feel like events like this do for our city, our community, the morale of the people? What do you feel like it do? Get to you.
Yeah. It's gonna give, man, especially like these little kids running around, man, the same thing it did for us, man. It's a place you can call home. When these kids grow up, man, they gonna do the same thing I'm doing. I walk in this park and I feel like I'm a kid again. You know, I remember the baseball games and the Juneteenth. They done tore the slide down over here, but I remember when it was monkeys and birds and the big train over there. So, you know, it really gives a person a sense of true community. You know, this park where we at right now, when I was a kid, it was like center ground for every side. I don't care what was going on. If it was a carnival over here across the street, everybody from every side be right here, you know. Whether you got a car, walk, bus, come with your mama, whatever, you know, it's community right here. And I want to see this one, man, blow up, because I know it is. It's going to get bigger than what it is. We got a lot of people out here now. But yeah, especially like this little cat right here. Yeah. They gonna come back and do the same thing when they get big, you know?
So hopefully we have like a 10th annual, 15th annual Soulful Softball Sunday. So legends, men, brothers, where can the people find you guys? What can they look for you? Instagram, Facebook, what you got? Tell them where they can find the people. I'll get to you over here.
Man, Instagram me at JB's, Instagram JB's Jackson, I'm sorry. Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, and on YouTube, so. Yep, that's how you can reach me on there.
Okay. Cause you doing it.
Yeah, man, I'm trying, man. I'm still, hey, I'm blessed, man, to even get this far, really, and just hope that, man, these kids, man, they the future, so we gotta keep showing them this love and let everybody else catch on, just like how little kids join gangs. We can do this same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Every year.
Make them join this love situation, you know what I'm saying? And man, right, knock it out like that, man,
My man Pee Wee, where can the people find you? Where they gotta look for you at?
I'm gonna make it easy, man. Just go to Google. You're gonna go Ramon Gooden, RamonGooden. You see everything from there. It'll take you to YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. It'll take you everywhere.
All right.
Google me.
Here, Google, Facebook, Instagram, all that. We going down. It's Richmond in here, Soulful Softball Sunday. I got legends in my midst, bruh. I'm official now. You feel me? I'm official now. I feel it. As usual, people, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy, go to work. Yeah. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. You made me official out here now.
I've been out here since the first day this started. And to see the growth of this, to see the city of Richmond come together and unite, because that's what we're going to have to do in order to prosper in order to progress. So we have to come together like we all are today. Spread the word that we have to grow, and the only way we're going to grow is stay together. God bless. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Michael Norris. Black Races, Major League Baseball history right here, y'all. Don't get no better than this. I grew up in the same shit y'all grew up in. I got lucky, took my ass to school, went to Contra Costa for a second, transferred out of there, went to UC Berkeley, and I'm finished. I got a BA, an MA, and a PhD at UC Berkeley. That's what I'm working on. But no matter where my educational accolades take, I'm still hella ass Richmond. I am absolutely no doubt about it, unequivocally, I am Richmond wherever I go. So I say that to say, you can be as Richmond as you fucking want to be. Just actually add something to broaden the perspective. I got you. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to change who you are at the core of you. You can be as Richmond as you want to be. Just have a job, just have a career, just have an education, just have other things to fortify it, because we should be proud of being from Richmond.
What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, a.k.a. Mr. Go to Work, and I'm here at Soulful Softball Sunday, man. It's going down over here by Shabazz Village booth. You know what it is. I'm going to let this dude is a piece of Richmond history. I already know you. Frontline. I already know you. Frontline. I already know. But go ahead and introduce yourself to the people who may not be familiar. For sure.
All right. First, like you said, I was a member of the group Frontline out of Richmond, California. It's a hip-hop group. Before that, though, I am a Richmond native through and through. Born in born in Oakland, but grew up in Richmond, raised in Richmond from birth. Grew up in Parchester on the south side. Post a hip-hop career. Became an academic and an activist. Well, I was an academic and an activist even when I was a rapper. But traditionally, I'm an academic. I had a PhD. Well, I'm finishing my PhD at UC Berkeley. I'm a master's from UC Berkeley and my BA from UC Berkeley. And I'm just here to help support whatever got to be supported to help Richmond.
Right. So when we do events like this, the softball, like Soulful Softball Sunday, when we do stuff like this, we know the stigma because we're from here. Right. We know what the stigma is for the city of Richmond. So what does this, like events like this, what do this do for the city in general, for the morale and everything like that for the people?
Well, what events like this do, they do a few things. One of the things they do is they destigmatize or they destabilize stigmas about Richmond. Because in theory, you would think, based on the narrative set around Richmond as this crime-infested space, somebody would be shot by now. You would hear shots off in the background. There's no police here. No police need to police us. We can actually be in a communal space and assemble peacefully because we're human beings with common sense. And most of the things that are highlighted about Richmond are predicated on stereotypes that really are in many ways they're abnormalities to what actually goes on in Richmond on a daily basis. So, but what it also does is, for me, it shows people, especially if it gets out like shows like this, help broadcast it, what Richmond actually looks like and what Richmond is starting to look like post-gentrification. Yeah. So as Richmond is being gentrified, like I was telling somebody else earlier, they already gentrified San Francisco. San Francisco got too expensive. They took their ass to West Oakland. West Oakland got too expensive. They couldn't go to Albany because somebody already owned Albany. They can't go to El Cerrito because somebody owned El Cerrito. So now they in Richmond, because Richmond is a space that is highly populated by people of color, and they're highly populated by renters instead of owners. So when you have those kind of conditions taking place in conjunction with it being by the BART station, which allows you to get to San Francisco back and forth, you have high concentrated spaces of gentrification, and nobody talks about it because don't nobody talk to people from Richmond. So if you don't talk to people from Richmond, you don't know what Richmond actually is. You only know what's reported in the media, a media that we don't control and we don't have access to. So events like this and programs like this allow people like myself to have extra platforms to talk about what really actually happens in Richmond.
Brother, see, this is what I'm talking about when like I talk to artists, musicians, and scholars, all that, man. Like, I really feel like, especially coming here, I feel like there's a new wave of talent that's rising out of Richmond that really is bringing that positive energy. So I feel like, and you know it too, being from Richmond, we've had a hard time working together, and that's been part of our problem, right? So do you feel like this new wave of talent, this new kind of like Richmond Renaissance, like we're trying to renew things, do you feel like this is a step in the right direction with events like this, with us being conscious, like we're being conscious? Because what you just said is knowledge, and knowledge is power, and a lot of people don't know that. So with this stuff, like programs like this, events like this, do you think the future is looking brighter for our city? Do you think as long as we arm ourselves with the knowledge that we can improve this city ourselves?
I think that events like this are a part of a larger project, which is to reclaim our city. And a part of reclaiming our city is for those of us who do own property to not sell our property. Because what tends to happen, I've seen it happen in my family, where I had an elder in the family own a home. Somebody came into with more money than they paid for the house. It sounded good until you try to go outside and buy yourself new property, and you can't afford said property, and now you become a renter and you don't get a chance to accumulate generational wealth. So a part of the thing that in order to truly have a renaissance in Richmond, we have to maintain our ownership of land. We have to be more active in the school systems. We have to actually voice our opinions and make sure that the curriculum is reflective of that, which allows our children to go and matriculate into college the same way somebody from Albany or Piedmont can. We have to have AP courses in our schools just like they have AP courses in their schools. And we have to make sure, in order for Richmond to truly be that renaissance, it is going to take a collective action towards actively countering negative images and ideas about Richmond. So as long as people in Richmond are willing to work together, and people are willing to report that people in Richmond work together, because it happens more often than people think. And events like this show the multi-generational aspect of Richmond, how people from the little kids to the OGs are all co-mingling and talking to each other and building with each other. So as long as we continue to have events like this, we'll continue to have Richmond having growth. But if we start selling off our property and giving people access to our spaces who have more money and more access to credit and more access to these other things that equal out to power, we will not have a Richmond anymore, and we'll be just like a bunch of other generations. We'll end up in Stockton, we'll end up in Sac, we'll end up in Antioch, we'll end up in Vallejo, we'll end up in Benicia, but we won't be in Richmond anymore.
And this is our home, and that's important. So what projects are you working on, if any? Where can the people find you? Like, if they want to hear what you got to say, because you got some really powerful information. So where can the people find you? Where can they get in touch? Where can they check you out?
You can find me in these streets now. For real, you can't. Like, I'm that person. If you see me at the grocery store, I'll sit there and fucking talk to you forever. Because I'm trying to help people. Like, to really help people, it has to be grassroots. And not just grassroots and organizing. It's got to be some everyday shit. Like, if I see you at the store and you like, yo, I saw you on TV, then I'm going to sit there and chop it up with you as long as I can. From a more centralized platform. Like I said, I'm a professor at UC Berkeley and at Mills College right now. I'm an adjunct professor, finishing my doctorate at UC Berkeley. People can find me on Twitter at Leftsynthis, LEFTSENTTHIS. I'm on there. I am unapologetically going to give people the business. I work with Colin Kaepernick in the Know Your Rights camps that he does throughout the country. So, and outside of that, man, I work with Shabazz Village. And I'm just working with the people. So those are easy ways to find me. And like I said, you can find me in the streets. And if you got to holler at me, holler at me.
Knowledge is power, man. Richmond, this dude right here, like I said, is a piece of Richmond history. I remember bumping the what is it and all that when I was in high school, man. So number one, I wanted to most definitely share my appreciation. I appreciate you, man. And I wanted to tell you that most definitely Richmond appreciate what you're doing too, man, because we need it.
That means more to me than the degrees, trust me.
We on it, man. So people, check him out. Check out what he's doing. Check out what he got to say, because he got a lot to say. And as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy, go to work.
Yep.
It's all good, bro.
Chest tight, feel the shortage in my breath. Stressing on fighting time, just a blink away from death. Pressures of writing rhymes till it leads us to a check or resort to a life of crime, cause they view me as a threat. Oh Lord, let me guess. It's a lesson in my struggle, most of my train of thought, cause the failure mind is soft. Knees bent, fist, submit to this righteous talk. Keep seeking not to be lost, but I'm feeling them shots go off. Oh Lord, is it worth it, is it worth it? How could I value life when I feel there is no purpose? I'm feeling like a clown, just a puppet in their surface. When I let my feelings out, but I'm afraid for them to surface. Can I vent? Now I vent. All of my money spent, gotta eat, better sleep. Gas cornered in the rent, not a coin, not a cent. From a stack of presidents, will patch a feel this hole in my heart from resent that I have toward them others. They snatched away my brothers, got them smacked. Before that, I ain't get to tell them I love them. All of these RIPs, free my G's from the thugging. Trace me a peace of mind, I'll be fine. Hearing nothing, let me free, let me free. Let the past stay behind. I feel the cripples of the ghetto, all depending on my spine. Feel wretched to the earth, looking forward to my climb. But my dreams are the pin on the trigger of his nine. It's probably not hard living. I couldn't imagine what it's like when my plight just existed. Holes open my soul in these titties. I travel meeting the devil, come with your bitches. Let it all get these pennies. Let me breathe, let me breathe. Don't wanna live a life that this world project on me. No. Let me breathe, let me breathe. Don't nobody value breathing till God asks them to leave. There's blood on my hands. For those of us who can't see past our first 2 decades and 1+ year, whose hearts are blood wrapped in grape swishing sweets laced with gunpowder, thoughts that move to the baseline pattern of 100-round drums, each center, rib cage, the sky of the furnace where I'm from. Breathing blood, smoking and hanging corpses, I can make it through fire. Swallowing pine fewer times than vodka bottles and piece of rock. My people's taking shots, back to back to back, and then to the backs of blacks until most of our lives are wasted. Do you see the connection? This bothers me that we can't see past the weeping of licking tears and gnashing of teeth. To imagine the flutter of breaks with golden streets beneath splintered feet. This is faith to believe that the wings of your dreams are made for soaring. With the glow of wind from God's lips will be placed higher than sunrise. But you see, we are sunset or chasing shadows. Ligaments folded from dust of metal, slipping beneath pavement cracks. Have you ever heard the sound of 12 gauges crack through blue sky? Cause I know people that shoot. They clench triggers with callous hands, turning soiled skinned men into sinkholes. We live amongst the wounded, scattered across these streets like loose change. I've seen movements lose change by the fingertips. When barrel lips spit kisses of death from them boys in blue, and they look just like you. Yes, you. Don't shoot. When brute force or by sport, there's a tug of war for the right to claim my life. Day and night, I fight against my own kind, and it be my own mind. There are too many guns in the hands of those with the intent intent to kill. And these people can't always be registered. With these guns, we're praying that they be melted into a handshake. One day this will be real. We pushing for all of us to let down our weapons. Remove Smith and Wesson from our thoughts. And maybe our babies will walk talent and rise. With pride and purpose in Richmond, California.
All right, y'all. So you see, we had like a damn blast around here. It's like a Richmond festival or something, man. It's crazy. We got to interview all these artists, all these actors, all these up and coming people with separate companies all involved in health. Legendary rappers, Digital Underground, man. It's been a whole bunch of crazy pieces of Richmond history, man. And this right here is just the beginning. You know we'll be here next year. You know we'll be here the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. It's not a game. We not playing. You know what to do. Thank you for joining us. Keep watching, and as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Go to work. Yeah. Woo!